When picking up a hot coal, don't hold it very long. I spend a lot of time, especially as the piece progresses, standing back from it. I've written a lot of artist statements over the years, but I've abandoned most of them because, well, they're just too verbose, and I'm not sure I meant any of it anyway. What I'm really informed by, everything that I make is informed by the spirit of Dada, the School of Art from 1950 in Zurich, where the artists agreed that if war and consumerism made sense, they chose nonsense. And that's what I'm all about. I'm just making things that are illogical, putting things together that amuse me, because if war and consumerism make sense, I choose nonsense. Look at that hammer, isn't it a beauty? I've broken it 3 times and re-glued it, but I'm never going to let it go. Generally, when I'm making a piece like this, I take it apart, put it together numerous times, because I make some small adjustment. Something needs changed. I got to do something different. As it goes along, these pieces grow organically. I don't have a plan for where I'm going, so I never know, things are going to work out for the next piece in line to be added to the piece. If it's going to work out, or I have to go back, disassemble it, and start over. Well, the process is I sort through these thousands and thousands of parts I have here to find the very few that will end up being in this piece. Very few make the cut. That incense cedar doesn't have any strength. How was I achieved on that without even trying? I remember as a child, very young, eating bugs along the fence with my sister. A lot of people don't have memories from that early age, but I do. I have a lot of them. I remember knowing even then that I was a creative before I even knew the word for it. People would say to me, "You're an artist," and I would say, No, I'm not," because I resented being pigeonholed and being told what I was when what I was indefinable. There wasn't a word for what I was, but I was a creative. I was going to the other side and bringing art to this side. It's my role. But things are assembled by shape, by substance, by purpose, mostly by shape, but this bucket happens to be all brass parts. Well, strip things down, they polish them up, and they take all their character away. Me, I leave the character there, leave the patina, and I also am not object-driven like this. It's made out of trash. We got a piece of wood, some leftover tubing, a worn-out tool, some scraps of wood. My palette is junk. I'm fascinated by the mobile, by the concept of gravity being part of the art. This thing depends on gravity to be assembled and to function. And of course, we all owe a debt to Calder, and we're all competing against Calder when we make mobiles, but I learned something every time I make one. Most people probably think a mobile starts right here at the top, and that you find the balance point, and then you drop down, make it. No, the balance mobile starts right here at the bottom. The first piece is the bottom, and once you have found the balance point on that rod, you may connect another rod to it. And this one, it's only about 2/3 done. The Barbie mobile, Super Barbie, was about empowerment of women. And they're all superheroes. They're all flying through the air like Superman. But I never got it finished. I don't know, for some reason I walked away from it and quit working on it. But like all the mobiles, it's a fun piece, and a current of wind will set it in motion, send it spinning. Calder knew that. All Calder's pieces are designed to be touched and moved and have the wind hit them, but as I discovered in the museum, you don't want to blow on them because the guards will threaten to throw you out. These nail fetish pieces are primarily inspired by the people of the Congo of Africa, where they make nail fetish pieces to both protect the village and to bring havoc on their enemies, those who have crossed them as well. But I think of more as protective pieces when I make them. But I pound thousands, hundreds, sometimes thousands of nails into a piece of wood, and there comes a point in them when you're assembling them that they take a life of their own. An energy inhabits them. They become conscious, and it's an odd moment. It's always startling to me when it happens, as it was when I made the clay pieces. I'm building this clay sculpture, and here's the legs, the torso, the arms, and the head, and all of a sudden, boom! This piece is alive and interacting with me, and it always makes my hair stand up when that moment happens.